Dr. Amelia Carter sat in her cluttered office, surrounded by stacks of books, maps, and artifacts that told stories of ancient civilizations. The gentle hum of the ocean could be heard in the distance, a constant reminder of the reason she had dedicated her life to the mysterious world beneath the waves. As she read through her emails, one message stood out, its subject line tugging at her curiosity: new discoveries in the depths of the Atlantic. Opening the message, Amelia's eyes widened as she devoured the details. A series of sonar images had captured strange structures at an uncharted trench, suggesting the presence of something extraordinary, perhaps even the legendary Atlantis. Her heart raced with excitement, each beat whispering tales of sunken cities and lost worlds. This was the adventure she had been waiting for, the chance to uncover a mystery that had eluded mankind for centuries. She envisioned the vast, rolling ocean, its surface shimmering under the sunlight, concealing secrets below. The idea of journeying into the deep blue, to uncover what had been hidden for millennia, was as irresistible as it was daunting. Amelia, she thought, this is it. This is the call you've been waiting for. Her excitement was infectious, lighting a spark that quickly spread through her team. Colleagues bustled around, gathering equipment, checking dive schedules, and discussing logistics with fervent enthusiasm. "Are you sure about this, Dr. Carter?" her assistant, Mark, asked, a mixture of concern and excitement in his eyes. Amelia met his gaze, her resolve unshakable. "We have to know, Mark. If there's even a chance that Atlantis is down there, we owe it to ourselves to find out." Mark nodded, understanding the weight of her words. As they continued to prepare, Amelia couldn't help but think about the possibilities. The secrets of Atlantis could redefine history, providing a glimpse into a civilization that was ahead of its time. With the expedition set, Amelia felt a sense of purpose and anticipation. The call to adventure had been made, and she was ready to answer it with every fiber of her being. The research vessel rocked gently on the waves, anchored above the uncharted depths of the Atlantic Ocean. The sky, once a clear azure, now showed subtle signs of change, the horizon masked by dark, swelling clouds. In the control room, screens flickered with life, displaying a myriad of data and maps. The team, usually buzzing with energy, was unusually quiet. Whispers of doubt floated amongst them, amplified by the rhythmic beeping of the sonar equipment. "Something's not right," said Jake, the intuitive engineer, as he scrutinized a panel. "The equipment is acting up, and those weather patterns don't look like anything we've charted for today." Amelia stood by a porthole, her gaze fixed on the ominous horizon. She could feel the unease creeping into her bones, the certainty she had felt earlier now overshadowed by a growing sense of dread. The ocean, vast and mysterious, seemed to pulse with an enigmatic energy, a warning or perhaps a challenge. "Amelia, maybe we should reconsider," suggested Sarah, the marine biologist, her voice tinged with worry. "This trench, it's not like anything we've explored before, and if the equipment fails down there..." Sarah's words weighed heavily on Amelia's mind. The ocean was both a source of endless fascination and an unpredictable foe. She knew the risks, the thin line between discovery and disaster. "We're prepared," Amelia replied, though her conviction wavered. "But we can't ignore these signs." The crew was restless, caught in a maelstrom of anticipation and fear. Their faith in the expedition waned with every technical glitch, every ominous gust of wind. Amelia retreated to her private quarters for a moment of solitude. Her heart was conflicted, the call to adventure now ringing hollow amidst the whispers of doubt. "What am I missing?" she mused, scanning the sonar images again. Their promise of discovery was both a siren's song and a reminder of the dangers that lay ahead. For a brief moment, the allure of Atlantis faded, replaced by the reality of what it meant to chase myths at the ocean's mercy. But deep down, beneath the swirling doubts, Amelia's curiosity burned ever brighter, fueling her determination to find the truth hidden in the depths. The dining area of the research vessel was dimly lit, offering a refuge from the storm brewing outside. Rain pattered against the portholes, a symphony of nature that echoed throughout the metal hull. The tension was palpable, the silence occasionally broken by the clatter of cutlery or a muttered conversation. Amelia sat alone at one of the tables, her thoughts a tumult of excitement and anxiety. Just then, the door creaked open, and in walked a figure that drew every eye, a seasoned diver, with the sea's stories etched into the deep lines of his weathered face. Jonah. Amelia recognized the name, though they'd never met. His reputation preceded him, tales of wild expeditions and discoveries that bordered on the mythical. Jonah sauntered over, his gait that of a man well acquainted with the ocean's embrace. "Dr. Carter," he greeted, his voice rough like sandpaper yet tinged with a warmth that invited trust. "I've heard you're chasing legends," he continued, settling into a chair opposite her. "Strange structures, mysterious trenches, sounds like my kind of dive." Amelia smiled, her curiosity piqued. "You've been down there? Found anything?" Jonah shrugged nonchalantly. "Oh, I've seen some things. Things that would make a scientist question their reality." He leaned in, his eyes twinkling with secrets of the deep. "But you should know, Drive Carter, the gatekeepers don't like intruders." Amelia leaned closer, captivated. "Gatekeepers? Call them what you will, guardians, sentinels. I've felt their presence. Annoy them, and you might wish you'd stayed on the surface." Amelia knew he wasn't being entirely literal, yet his words resonated. A part of her believed in these ancient protectors, woven into the fabric of Atlantis's mythos. "Why tell me this?" she asked, suspicion and gratitude mingling in her tone. "Because you have the look of someone who'll go down there regardless. Just remember, respect the ocean's secrets and its keepers." Jonah's words lingered in the air long after he departed. Amelia sat quietly, weighing the risks anew. His warning was a gift, one that reminded her of the delicate balance between exploration and intrusion. This meeting added a new layer to her resolve. Jonah's wisdom was a compass, guiding her beyond myth seeking towards a deeper understanding of the mysteries she sought to uncover. The dive was set. A sleek, state-of-the-art submarine bobbed gently beside the research vessel, a marvel of human engineering poised at the brink of the unknown. Its gleaming surface reflected the turbulent sky above, a silent promise of protection against the ocean's unfathomable depths. Amelia stood on deck, the wind whipping at her hair, as she watched her team make final preparations. The salty air filled her lungs, a sharp reminder of the reality she faced. They were on the edge of discovery, a journey that could rewrite history lurking just beneath the waves. "All set, Dr. Carter," Mark called out, his voice barely audible above the roar of the waves. Amelia nodded, taking a moment to look at each member of her team. Their faces mirrored her own determination and trepidation. This was more than a professional endeavor, it was a leap into the unknown, a chance to glance behind the curtain of myth and reality. As she descended into the submarine, Amelia felt a weight lift from her shoulders. The interior was snug, filled with a soft glow from control panels and computer screens. The hum of machinery was comforting, a mechanical heart beating with the promise of safe passage. "Ready for descent," came Jake's voice over the intercom, filled with both excitement and the gravity of the undertaking. Amelia took a deep breath, looking out through the submarine's thick, clear viewport. The surface of the ocean disappeared above them, replaced by layers of shifting blue and green, a gradient of mystery and potential. As they sank deeper, the ocean enveloped them entirely, an all-consuming presence that dimmed the light to an ethereal twilight. Schools of fish darted past, glittering like stars against the backdrop of the abyss. Then, just ahead, an unexpected glow pierced the darkness, a shimmering gateway of coral and stone, beckoning them forward like an entrance into another world. "Is that it?" Sarah breathed, her awe mirrored in the wide-eyed stares of the crew. Amelia nodded, her heart pounding with anticipation. The gateway loomed larger, every inch a testament to time, pressure, and the silent guardianship of the sea. Passing through, they were transported into an aquatic Eden, the remnants of structures rising majestically from the ocean floor, clothed in vibrant corals and teeming with strange, impossibly beautiful sea creatures. "Atlantis," she whispered, overwhelmed by the tangible reality of where they were. The team exchanged looks heavy with wonder and disbelief. They had crossed the first threshold, embarked on the adventure of a lifetime, and stepped into the heart of a legend. Within the enchanting glow of Atlantis, the exploration was both a visual feast and a scientific treasure trove. Towers of crystal-like structures reached towards the surface, their grandeur only diminished by the haunting remnants of time. "Unbelievable," Sarah murmured, her eyes tracing the intricate designs carved into a nearby pillar. "It's like another world down here." The team moved cautiously amongst the ruins, their excited voices swallowed by the expanse of ocean around them. Each discovery fueled their imaginations, each fragment hinting at a civilization lost to time. But amidst this wonder, a disconcerting presence made itself known. Amelia felt it first, a subtle disturbance in the water that made her skin prickle. She turned, half expecting to see something tangible in the swirling shadows. "What is it?" Mark asked, sensing her unease. Amelia shook her head. "I'm not sure, but it feels like we're being watched." Moments later, the water around them shimmered, and from it emerged a figure, a woman of striking, ethereal beauty, her hair flowing like waves around her shoulders. Her eyes were pools of liquid silver, reflecting both the sea's depth and its fierce protectiveness. "Intruders," she declared, her voice resonating through the water as if spoken directly into their minds. "Why do you disturb our sanctuary?" "We mean no harm," Amelia began, her mind racing to formulate a response that conveyed respect and scientific curiosity. The figure glided closer, her presence commanding and enigmatic. "I am Lyra, guardian of these waters, keeper of what you call Atlantis." Amelia inclined her head, acknowledging the power and history this being represented. "Lyra, we seek knowledge, to learn from your history, not to exploit it." Lyra's gaze seemed to pierce through Amelia's soul, assessing her sincerity. "Many have attempted to uncover our secrets, yet few do so with pure intent." As she spoke, the water around them shimmered again, shifting in complex patterns. The team watched in awe and apprehension as illusions of long-past Atlantean life flickered before them, a bustling marketplace, technology that blended seamlessly with the environment, scenes of harmony and prosperity. "Your trials begin here," Lyra pronounced, her form dissolving into the water as abruptly as she had appeared. Amelia inhaled deeply despite the breathing apparatus, understanding that Lyra's illusions would not only test their technology but their hearts and intentions. Here, in the cradle of lost civilization, they would have to prove themselves worthy of the secrets they yearned to uncover. The heart of Atlantis pulsed with life and energy, its ruins silently echoing the grandeur of a forgotten era. As the submarine drifted through the ancient city, Amelia felt a compelling tug, a call to understand, to connect with the legacy of a civilization that once thrived here. The moment came when Lyra reappeared, this time more solid and determined. Her eyes locked onto Amelia's, a bridge of understanding forming between the human and the guardian of the deep. "Your intentions," Lyra stated, unwavering, "must be proven beyond curiosity and conquest." Amelia nodded, feeling the weight of history pressing down on her. "We seek to preserve and learn, to honor what was once here." The water shifted, and Amelia found herself enveloped in visions, Atlantis in its prime, flourishing with innovation and art, a society that flourished under the ocean's embrace. Then came the fall, a cacophony of chaos and despair, the ocean swallowing the echoes of its glory. Amelia witnessed these memories, her heart aching with the beauty and tragedy of it all. She understood now the duty Lyra had pledged herself to, the duty to protect these memories from those who would misunderstand or misuse them. "Knowledge must be protected," Lyra intoned, her voice threading through the visions. "Prove your heart, Amelia Carter." Amelia closed her eyes, her surroundings fading as she focused inward. Memories surfaced, her childhood fascination with the sea, the unyielding drive to uncover the world's wonders without tainting them with greed. She recalled Jonah's words and the responsibility that knowledge held. "I promise," Amelia said, her voice laced with the conviction of her beliefs, "to preserve and respect. To let humanity learn from our shared past, not to repeat its mistakes." Lyra studied her, the weight of ins in her gaze. "We shall see," she murmured, her form scattering into beams of light that danced around the submarine, testing and probing. The illusions returned. This time, they were trials of Amelia's commitment, a failing civilization, leaders choosing destruction over diplomacy, the price of ignorance paid in lives and history. Yet in the face of it, Amelia stood firm, her equipoise unwavering. She felt the assurance of her team, their shared dream of bringing forgotten stories to the surface, of bringing light without casting shadows. As the visions faded, Lyra re-emerged, a gentle smile gracing her features. "You have passed, Amelia Carter," she declared, granting them access to the Heart of Atlantis' wisdom. In that moment, the submarine was filled with an aura of grace and permission. A sense of renewal washed over Amelia and her crew, the promise of Atlantis whispering secrets veiled in the mystery and lessons of its rise and fall. Emerging from the depths, the submarine broke through the ocean's glistening surface, the vastness of the sea stretching infinitely in every direction under a sky now clear and bright. Amelia felt the sunlight on her face, a warm affirmation that seemed to echo the transformation she had undergone below. The team erupted into cheers, their joy infectious as they resurfaced with the knowledge that would redefine what was previously understood about human history. The gravity of their accomplishment was both exhilarating and sobering. Amelia stepped onto the deck, squinting at the horizon as if seeing it anew. The world above, though unchanged, seemed richer somehow, more layered, infused with the wisdom she and her team had encountered. "We did it," Mark said, his voice choked with emotion. "We actually found it." "Atlantis," Sarah whispered, almost as if the name itself would dissipate with too harsh a wind. Amelia nodded, a serene smile on her lips. And Lyra. She wasn't just a guardian of the city but of its legacy. As they unloaded the data and samples collected from sections of the city allowed by Lyra, Amelia reflected on the experience. Lyra's tests, the Guardian's trust, it all harbored a deeper teaching. That history is more than just discovery, it's understanding and responsibility. Jonah remained with them aboard the vessel, overseeing the team's efforts. His grizzled visage broke into a wise grin as Amelia recounted their experience. "You learned what most never managed to grasp, Dr. Carter," he mused thoughtfully. "It was more than a dive," Amelia replied, the ocean breeze casting strands of her hair about in a salt-laden dance. "Atlantis isn't just a tale of the past, it reflects what we can be if we choose our paths wisely." The voyage back to their port was filled with shared stories and dreams of what this expedition now made possible. Publications, acknowledgements, all paled in comparison to the true treasure they discovered, the enlightenment that history's lessons need a guardian's heart. Standing at the bow as the coastline gradually emerged on the horizon, Amelia inhaled deeply, savoring the salty air, the very breath of the world beneath the waves. There was a tranquility in her heart, a simple and profound understanding that had rooted itself deep into her being. The trust forged with Atlantis and with Lyra had resurrected forgotten wisdom, binding it once again to humankind's course. Amelia Carter, guardian of history and whisperer of deep-sea tales, had not only returned home with ancient secrets but with an awakened soul, carrying forward a duty to intertwine Atlantis' legacy with the journey of discovery that awaited the world above.